Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Now I feel like my hands, I'm just gonna be this stiff YouTuber, like, hi, welcome, bye. Anyway, I thought it was about time I filmed a video with Tatiana because I speak about her quite often on this channel and on my blog. You're pretty much on every post because I do credit you. And she is the brains, the work behind the beautiful photos that you see coming together on a lot of my Instagram posts, all of my blog posts actually. It's Tatiana Karanja, aka Mama Olive.
Yeah, that's my personal account.
Yeah.
If anyone is interested.
But the reason I have her here today is because Tatiana and I both had our baby girls within 2 months of each other. I mean, if we're being very honest, both our pregnancies weren't planned. I remember the first time she told me and I was like, what? And then jokingly, I remember telling you, and at the time I didn't know I was pregnant. Jokingly, I was like, haha, imagine if I was pregnant. And then later on I discovered that I was pregnant. But we often laugh about how our journey is just so crazy because we started out like traveling the world, like Mauritius. Parties, late at night. Now it's like, hey, what does Olive eat? Is she on proteins now?
But it was great because I got to talk to you about so much stuff during my pregnancy and your pregnancy.
Yeah. Like you were actually the only person that I would be texting at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I knew that I wouldn't be upsetting you or frustrating you, and that chances are you were up.
Yeah,
she was also like suffering from insomnia or just some ache somewhere, and so she wasn't sleeping.
It was so nice.
Yeah, and I think that even strengthened our friendship outside of working together because we are in business together. But outside of that, it helped strengthen our friendship. The fact that we're going through the same thing, we're both new at this. We were both having girls, and we both have our daughters, Olive and Nyla. What I wanted to share with you guys in today's video are some of the conversations that we have offline about the things that we didn't know. No one told us. No one told us.
For a reason as well.
Okay.
There's some things you just don't discuss, you know?
But we're gonna try and discuss now. Right? Will you be open?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to try and touch on as much of our journey as possible. And starting from pregnancy to giving birth and the first 6 months of having our daughters, because Olive is 9 months and Nyla is 7 months. So what is like the first thing that you would be like, hey, no one told me?
Can you start with that? Because I just feel like
You need some time.
Yeah, I need to think about that.
Okay, I will tell you, okay? No one told me that you get stretch marks on your boobs. I didn't know that. I never used to have stretch marks on my boobs, which later I learned that you don't even have to be pregnant to get stretch marks on boobs. Like some people do. I didn't know that was a thing.
I had them before.
Yeah, until I was asking you and you're like, oh, I've always had stretch marks. I was like, what? So I just thought you have stretch marks like on your thigh or like butt area.
I've seen people like under the knee.
Yeah, right. Anything. I didn't know, or sometimes your stomach, but I didn't know your boobs get stretch marks, and mine were ridiculous. Like I just had to be like, Tats, is this normal? Like what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And I mean it was just a lot, and luckily it went away.
Oh, so lucky.
Yeah.
What?
But aren't yours?
No, I've always had them.
Now I feel like I want to check if they're gone. Yeah, I feel like they are. And I don't know if there's any product I used that completely helped, but I think what is it? Coconut oil. I used to douse my body in coconut oil the first few months after Nyla was born.
I guess maybe for me it was that people's belly buttons pop out.
Oh,
and that your tummy gets darker. No.
Oh yeah, tummy getting darker. Yeah. I didn't know either.
Oh yeah.
And mine got darker too.
I know you get the line, but
I knew the line. I didn't know about the darkness either. And actually that darkness stuck even after. In fact, it got worse when I gave birth.
Really?
My darkness around my tummy, the hyperpigmentation. But then it's slowly going away now. Okay. It's almost back to, it's now almost the same color, I think.
Obviously I knew about morning sickness, but I didn't know to like what extent it would be. I know you had much worse time than I did, but I still feel like the amount of times I felt sick, just getting in a car and going somewhere, I would just feel sick all the time. I wasn't actually throwing up.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't really realize it was to that extent that you would feel that sick.
It would get that bad.
I mean, I thought it was just every morning, puke here.
Yeah. I thought it was morning too.
Yeah.
I thought it was only in the morning.
Yeah.
But it would be morning, lunchtime, and midnight. So what about giving birth? Didn't you know?
Firstly, no one
I feel like there's a lot that you don't know.
pain. Like people tell you it's painful, but you don't know.
I remember literally you had just given birth, and my first question was like, so just give it to me. Like, how bad was it? Just like, I know you're busy and I know it's your baby, but just tell me really quick. How bad? And you were just like, there's nothing. There are no words. And I remember even you saying how my dad and Wayne tried to say something, and I gave them one look and they shut up so quick.
Yeah, actually, it's okay. It'll be okay.
It's going to be fine.
Punch you in the freaking face. Like, it's not okay.
Oh, I didn't know that nurses can like widen your cervix a little bit more by rubbing it.
Is that what she was doing?
That's what she was doing.
No wonder it hurt so much. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? You don't need to be doing it. I'm already in so much pain, please.
I didn't know that they do. And I don't know if that's around the world. Look, if you're watching this from another country and you're like, that's so savage. Please tell us if it's something that happens in your country as well.
Oh my god, that was so painful. Oh.
How long were you in labor? You were in labor for a short time, weren't you?
5 hours.
Oh yeah, mine was it was 6. So how often are they checking you?
I feel like she came every 20 minutes, I would like to say. But realistically, it could have been every like maybe 45 minutes or something.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna jump into like after giving birth, the one thing you didn't know. I'm sure there's a right term for this. I just don't know what it's called. But basically you have a lot of blood clots that...
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And by the way, when I say blood clots, you probably just think like a tiny blood clot that you get when you bump your finger. No, I'm talking about, it's like a second baby and a third and a fourth. It's like things that come out of you that I thought at some point, I remember calling the nurse, like ringing for the nurse and being like, I think I just pushed out my uterus. Something. Yeah, no, I was like, something has come out and I need you to look at it because something's not right. And what happened to me is I had a friend who had told me about it, and actually I'll just say her name because she's been quite vocal about it on her page. Janet Mboko had said, you go through this, there's a term for it, there's even a medical condition if it's too bad for some women, but you might want to get these, I want to call them adult diapers, but they're not adult diapers, they're like pads. Maternity pads, I think. Pads. Yeah, but literally you wear it as underwear. Like for me, it was like wearing as underwear. So you might want to get a few because, in fact, she even gifted me the first pack. So I brought them to the hospital and I was wearing them because there was a little bit of bleeding afterwards. And then I went like after the first week or so, it wasn't as much, so I changed from those maternity pads to normal pads. And then like 3 weeks after that, I was like, oh, I'm good, no more bleeding. Decide to let me go on a trip to my mother's house. We're outside playing with the dog. My mom is with Nyla. I'm walking to the house to get something, and I just feel something. Blue jeans, by the way. Beautiful blue Levi's jeans. I feel something, and I think, oh my god, I'm peeing on myself. So I start walking to the bathroom. And then it's like, whatever is coming down is not pee anymore and it's sliding down my leg. So now I'm running to be like, there was a twin, they didn't tell me I was giving birth. No, I for sure was like, something's wrong with my body. Get to the bathroom, pull my pants down. I have never seen that much blood. And if it wasn't for Janet sharing that during my baby shower, I'd have been back in the hospital. Like, I'm bleeding to death. Something's wrong.
It's so gross because it's like jellyish.
I didn't know. Yeah, it's jellyish. And then mine came with like a lot. It's like there was just a release and a gush. And literally, those jeans were ruined. I had to throw them away. There's no way you could wash out that because it stained everything. Yeah. I had to throw them away. So I didn't know that happens and that it gets that bad. And thank God I was at my mother's house because I had just come from having lunch. Did I text you and tell you?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, so I didn't tell you? Maybe because I also told you, I was walking back from my bathroom and I was naked and it just like
you told me
on the floor. I was just like,
you told me about that. Oh, thank God it was not in such public places.
Yeah.
And I don't know why people don't talk about it more often, especially since it's something that could really embarrass you. Can you imagine if you're in a supermarket and that happens? I wouldn't even know what to do.
Yeah, I would have to like go to Mombasa for like a month.
What about you for after?
I think I didn't really know how much it would hurt to pee and like do a number 2 afterwards. That was so painful because I think I had just given birth and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
over.
Me too. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I literally had to stop. I couldn't go to the toilet.
And they even give you laxatives because women, are notorious for not going to the bathroom because of that, because of how painful it is. So they give you something so that you can actually, your body can force you to sit on the toilet.
I wish somebody
had told us. But it was hella painful. And you didn't even get an episiotomy.
No.
Like, you didn't get stitched. She's one of the lucky few. Very few women don't have to get stitched up.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to get that.
No.
I did. So it was like double uncomfortable. But you still have to push yourself and
you have to
release
push yourself to pee,
because if not, then you're constipated as well, and it's just it gets messy.
Yeah, my mom had to give me a pep talk. She's like, "Listen, you have to do this.
Really?
Like, yeah, you're gonna like infect whatever's down there." So
the things we go through.
it was so bad.
Okay, so about the first 6 months of being a mom, what's the thing that was shocking?
I think as prepared as you could be, because I feel like since I've been prepared for a baby since I was born, basically, you know, I knew I wanted to have kids and I know how to look after kids, but the fact that I have no idea about, like, when she did her first cough, I was like, oh my god, she's sick, I have to call the doctor. Anything that happened, her firsts, it just made me so scared. And that's one thing that I just really, even till today, anything that happens for the first time, it just makes me so scared and I just can't handle it. So I think that's one thing. Yeah, I just get, and I have my doctor on, you know, I'm literally WhatsApp. Oh my god, Dr. Frida, I love you so much.
She's come through.
Like every single second of the first 2 months, something, every day I would text her about something. Like she's coughing or there's mucus with this, and then
I remember being like, Dr. Farida, I was trying to like wipe her belly button and I saw some stained blood. And I was actually panicking. And she was like, it's okay, it happens, you know, it's probably dried blood and don't worry about it. I was like, are you sure? She's like, sure. Do you wanna text me a picture of what you've seen? But by that time she'd calmed me down. But she's amazing. She's really great. The thing I would say I didn't know, besides that, it also helped that Tats was 2 months ahead. So I'd always be like, what's happening now? What's going on? And she would talk me through some of the things she's gone through. So I would try and prepare myself. But I didn't know about having engorged breasts and what that means. I didn't know breasts could be hard. I could sharpen a knife on these things. Like, when they are engorged, it's intense.
Painful, so painful.
And then they're so hard and they're like there's it just looks like it's a monster. It's a whole other thing.
And then people were like, just milk yourself, because there was one night I went out.
Oh really?
And I didn't know, so I got home and I just couldn't touch them. Yeah. And people were like, you have to milk yourself, and I was like, I can't. I can't do anything, please.
I remember there were times Nyla would, especially in like the first couple of weeks, she would sleep so sound and so hard that even when I was like, Nyla, she would wake up and I'd end up like, Nyla.
I did the same thing. I literally put my hat
no, Tats, I did that thing for like, check if she's breathing. I couldn't, to me it felt like she wasn't.
Yeah.
So I pick her up, I'm like, Nyla, fast asleep. My heart, I don't think I've ever been more scared since that moment. And then eventually she just like opened her eyes, like I was like, are you kidding me? If I call you one more time.
That's why I sleep with Olive, because I just cannot imagine her in another bed and I can't hear
or feel her next to you.
I can't deal with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are some of the things that we didn't know. I mean, there's a lot more that we could probably go on and on about, but this is all we have time for, folks. Make sure to follow Tats on Instagram. She has the handle Tatiana Karanja and Mama Olive KM. Like she was saying, she's just very open and honest there. She's put up some pictures that I was like, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful and so gutsy, I can't believe. Or shared things that most people would be like, I don't know if I should share. So if you really are curious as to what the journey is like, you want to follow her because she's got some great stuff on there. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.